Good morning and welcome to the daily weather operations brief. This morning we are seeing temperatures in the mid 20s expected to climb to around freezing. We're seeing clear skies and generally light winds out of the north and northwest, along with what can be anticipated to be a generally dry day expected ahead. And looking at this morning's surface analysis chart, we can see that we do have high pressure continuing to influence our local area as an upper level trough continues to keep cold and dry Canadian air in place, and that is bringing us what will be the coldest day of the next few ahead, with our overnight lows tonight dropping into the low 20s and possibly even the teens for most of the area, as we will have clear skies, some light winds, and dry air in place. That will set us up for some effective energy release in those overnight hours. And then by midweek, we'll begin to see that upper level flow of the jet stream mellow out a bit, and that'll allow for a slight warm up with highs trending into the 50s as we move towards Thursday, and a fortunate stretch of dry conditions as we do prepare for the increasingly likely chance of a weekend winter storm. And that brings us to take a look at our current weather observations on the field. We are seeing clear skies with unrestricted visibility. Those winds out of the north-northwest at about 7 knots as of current, and temperatures around 25 degrees with a relative humidity of 53%. And looking at this morning's satellite imagery, we can see that we do remain mostly clear across most of the area, with cloud cover only being seen far offshore and some upper level clouds off to our west, all of which should generally steer clear of our area as we move through the day today. And to go along with those current observations, this model run is a high-resolution run on a 24-hour loop, and we can see here that the only notable precipitation is in the form of lake effect snow up to the north, and we do see maybe some scattered showers well offshore. Otherwise, that high pressure sits overhead and keeps us dry as we move through the forecast period of today, which, taking a look at, we can see those clear skies throughout the whole day and overnight hours, even into the early hours of tomorrow. Temperatures are expected to climb to around the freezing mark and drop down into the low 20s and even teens if we get that effective cooling in those overnight hours. And winds are anticipated to remain light and then turn light and variable in direction overnight and into the early morning of tomorrow. And we do have a green board for no real weather-related concerns as we move through the day today and into tomorrow. And that will bring us to our short-term risk chart, in which Wednesday we could see a slightly breezy day, partly cloudy, and a high of 44 anticipated. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy, a low of 38, and Thursday, partly cloudy, and a high of 53, with not much color on the board, just a slight chance of a wind advisory on Wednesday. But at this time, those gusts do look to remain just below that threshold, so just bringing a little awareness to the possibility of such. And that is going to conclude the daily weather operations brief. We'll be back at 10 o'clock with the 7-day outlook.